People in the church often hear the phrase, the finished work of Jesus Christ upon the cross. And I think in our culture sometimes we have lost the meaning of what that truly stands for. Explain to us, what does that phrase mean, the finished work of Jesus Christ upon the cross? And what is the relevance of this truth in the process of human change?
That's a great question. The finished work of Christ, all that he accomplished in his law-fulfilling life, all that he accomplished in his death-defeating death, all that he accomplished with his life-giving resurrection. We're talking about the very fact that Christ came to secure for us what we could never secure for ourselves. And so the finished work of Christ, in talking about Christ's finished work as it pertains to human change, is simply this. All of our human problems, whether it be relational problems or otherwise, are ultimately rooted in sin. And sin expresses itself in how we look to things smaller than Jesus to be for us what only Christ can be. And so the Puritans used to say that Christians far too often live beneath the level of their privileges, that in Christ they possess already all of the resources they need to press on and strain forward through the wilderness of life and to face all of the challenges and trials and tribulations that a broken world and living with fallen people present to us. And so the gospel really is the source of change, because when I begin to examine my own heart and look at those areas where I am broken and continually falling short, usually it's rooted in my longing to be approved, my longing to be loved, my longing to be accepted, and all of the ways that I burden myself to try and accomplish those things on my own. The gospel frees me, liberates me, because now I look at the finished work of Christ and I simply say, why am I going out to buy what I already possess? It makes no sense to purchase from the world what they're selling when everything I long for, everything I crave, in Christ I already have. And so Jerry Bridges is famous for saying that Christians are to preach the gospel to themselves every day, that we need to make a beeline for the cross every day, reminding ourselves of what we already possess in Christ. And when I realize that everything I need in Christ I already have, it frees me to spend my life giving instead of taking, because I don't need anything other than what Christ has already provided for me.